Gotcha.
All right.
Gotcha.
We're recording. Trish, Jan, you guys ready?
What episode is this? We're going to talk about trouble with the law because you were going to tell your story.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say What was the story I was gonna share?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I have a story to tell you guys.
You do.
I do. I have a real one. So you guys kind of know this, but like I don't think that you really know the depth of this part.
I'm listening.
Think differently of you.
No, I don't think you'll think differently of me. But do you know that I get incredibly nervous around celebrities?
No.
You don't know
I would find that hard to believe.
But it is true.
Really?
I also find it hard to believe about myself too. But I've had 2 instances where I have come across somebody that I really admire that I just like paralysis. Couldn't bring myself to say hi to them. The first was one of my favorite singers of all time, Jenny Lewis.
Jenny Lewis. I've heard you talk about Jenny before.
Yeah. Went to see her at a show.
That's right.
Was a little late. As I'm walking up to the show, she steps out of her tour bus and we are walking together.
Together, side by side.
Side by side.
Hand in hand or just side by side?
Side by side. I'm not saying anything to her.
Yeah.
I don't say, oh, hey, Jenny Lewis.
Yeah.
I've listened to you for over 10 years.
Excited to be here at your show.
Excited to be here.
Sure.
Yeah, nothing. We walk up to the door and the venue was such that the back door and the front door were right next to each other.
Okay.
And
wait, the back door and the front.
Kind of weird. The backstage door was next. So
backstage door. Okay.
Backstage door. So you could go. Yeah, I guess that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You would go, if you walked in the backstage door, you'd be backstage. If you walked in the front stage door, you'd go down a hallway.
Okay.
And then around to the front.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's standing there talking to the security guard. I don't know where to go, so I'm just kind of standing there waiting for her to finish talking so I can ask the security guard where to go.
Amazing.
And she's like really nice to him. So I could have just been like, hey, I like you too. But I don't. I don't say anything. And so when she walks in, the security guard goes, can I help you? I was like, I'm here for the show. Do you know where to go? And he goes, who are you here to see? And I go, her. And he goes, go to that door. That's time number 1.
Okay.
Time number 2, just a couple years ago, Diana and I are in a Zara and, someone kind of brings their hand across to grab a shirt. And I turn and it's John Mulaney, one of my favorite comedians of all time. And I don't say anything to him. And I just kind of back up. And Diana goes, isn't that the comedian that you really like? And I was basically just, yes, don't say anything. He'll hear us. He was there a long time around us. Like he was in the dressing room area when we were in there. I don't say anything. I don't say like, hey, big fan, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what do celebrities want you to say to them? Like, do they want you to just be like, hey, appreciate your work?
I think
Is that what I feel like you have a lot of people, a lot of celebrities that you've met over the years that you seem to somehow have this amazing ability to befriend.
I don't know that.
I mean, not like big time celebrities.
Yeah, but people.
Mike Birbiglia is just saw him on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, very nice. Yes,
amazing man.
If I would base what I think celebrities want, off of when I met Birbiglia, I would just say they appreciate it when someone says, "Hey, I just want to say I think that you're awesome, and I saw your thing, and I love it."
Yeah,
I think that's what most celebrities want. Most people would like that, right?
I mean, that makes sense. But then you hear also stories about like, oh, leave me alone. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure, people have, bad days or whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe some people aren't like that. But anyway, so I've had this paralysis and I've really never been able to get over it. Yeah.
Shake it.
So this weekend, I'm flying to Richmond, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And I got bumped up to first class.
Yes.
And as I'm sitting there, Jason Mraz walks past me.
Of course.
Jason Mraz. And he sits behind. He sits in a couple of rows behind me, and I was just like, "Is that Jason Mraz?" And so I kind of like turn around and look. And I'm just like, I think it's him. And so in the middle of the flight, I'm like, I probably should go to the bathroom so that I can walk back and see if it's Jason Mraz.
Yeah, totally.
And I walk back. And like the first class seats, they're a little tall.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes it's kind of hard to see the person. But when I walk out of the bathroom, he's like looking like directly in my direction. Like I can see his whole face.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
that's
Jason Mraz. And it's not like I'm a huge Jason Mraz fan.
Right.
I've been listening to his stuff on the radio.
There's just like
younger.
few posters on your wall. But
Just
it's not like the whole wall.
It's not the whole wall.
No, yeah.
It's that, John Mulaney. So I'm just
lock of his hair.
So I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm going to land in this little regional airport. I think it's appropriate to say, hey, are you Jason Mraz? Oh, I saw Jason Mraz perform on Broadway.
Oh, there you go.
I went and saw Waitress, the musical.
Oh, he was in
that.
Crazy.
For a while. And so I can say like, it's not
there's
just
a
like,
connection there. It's not just
I like your album, like Waiting for My Rocket to Come. Like I don't have to just say that, even though that's the name of his record. I think that's the name of his record. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm just thinking to myself, Adam, it is time that you get over.
Grow up.
Put your big boy pants on and say hello to a celebrity.
Say hi to the nice man.
Say hi to the nice man.
Say hi to the nice man.
And here's the thing. I'm in the first row. So I'm going to get off before everybody. So there's a lot of time.
Yeah.
So
but then you have to kind of be waiting for him. Which is kind of weird.
Yeah. But I just told myself, I was just like, you know what? I'll make myself available.
Yep.
And then if I can meet him, that would be great.
That's great.
That's a very cool thing.
I love that attitude. It's a great attitude.
What? I'm going to make myself available?
Just going to make myself available?
So I don't know. It's like 7 at night in Richmond. I get off the flight. I'm standing there. I'm waiting for my other friends who are on the plane. They're sitting in the back like a couple of a couple of chumps. And shout out to Andrew and Sally, a couple of chumps. And I'm standing there. Sure enough, here he comes. And he's not talking to anybody. He's alone. And he's about to walk right past me. And I go, I'm sorry, are you Jason Mraz? And he says, yes. And I said, I saw you on Waitress, or I saw you perform in Waitress on Broadway. I thought you were awesome. And he said, thanks so much. What's your name? And we had a very pleasant conversation. And he asked me, he said, do you do music? And I said, no, I'm a comedian. And he goes, well, that's you know, adjacent.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I guess it is. And I said, hey, would it be okay if I got a picture?
Yeah.
To show my friends? And he said, yeah, let's do it. And so I take a picture, and then he says, where can I find you so I can see some of your stuff? And I had a card. I gave him my card.
A business card.
Well, it has, it was a business card. It has my QR code on the back.
Is it gold embossed? Does it have any? Okay.
Yeah. No. And I gave it to him. I said, yeah. I said, hey, thanks. You're so nice. And he was so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of end of the story. While I'm talking to him, Andrew and Sally, our friends, walked up next to us, and I was talking to him. I didn't realize they were standing there, so I didn't introduce them.
Oh,
and then
no. Yeah.
He said bye, and they looked at me and they go, "Oh, is that someone you met in first class?" And I go, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, cool." I was like, "No, that was Jason Mraz."
Yeah, they didn't recognize.
They didn't recognize him. Yeah. And So anyway, lovely guy.
Wonderful man.
Jason Mraz,
thank you.
Thanks for making my day and helping me beat my fear.
Jason, if I could just say thank you for the way you treated my friend. I just want to say I appreciate that.
Yep.
And it looks like you just gained another fan, Jason Mraz.
Did you feel that way when we saw Ronnie Dunn in the Nashville airport?
Oh, that's right. We saw Ronnie Dunn in the Nashville airport.
Oh,
I did. The problem is we didn't I was standing directly behind him. I couldn't tell who he was until he walked away.
Him from the back.
I mean, I knew
you recognized him.
I could. Yeah, after when he turned around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I would have loved to have said hello. I think it would have been awesome to get a picture with him,
Ronnie
post
Dunn.
it on my Instagram, and be like, "Boot Scoot and Boogie."
I could have said, Mr. Dunn, I saw you at the Tulsa Convention Center in 1996. My very first real concert was a country concert, and you blew my mind, Ronnie Dunn.
That's for real?
That is for real.
That seems like you had something to say to me.
Well, now I just thought of that. I was like, that was actually my first.
Yeah.
When I had been to
I don't know what to say.
I'd been to several Carmen concerts for all of our Christian music fans out there.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. But I hadn't been to a real concert before.
Oh, whoa. bird on Carmen.
Well, that is true. That was
I mean,
pretty rude.
Look, say what you want about Carmen. It was a real concert.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
There were dancers. There was a
That's
band.
right. It was a big arena, the Maybe Center.
Yeah. Some people's
there were
views
lights
on this podcast are not the same views as other people's podcasts.
Now that was rather rude for me to say it that way.
Yeah.
Chris, have you met any celebrities?
I have. Let me think here. I snuck into the video music, the MTV Music Video Awards show. Or I snuck into the after party.
By accident, because I know you wouldn't intentionally.
I snuck into the after party.
Yes, this is also not very
out of character.
Very out of character for you.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a long story, but I'll try to make it fun and brief. But
please do.
Was in Los Angeles, and we saw. We realized that the MTV Video Music Awards. Video music? What am I saying? Video Awards.
Music Video Awards. Yeah.
Yeah. Were happening. No, it was the movie awards. The MTV Movie Awards.
Okay.
Because it was for movies. Anyways, we saw that it was happening that night. We're like, hey, that's cool, but we should go to like the red carpet just to see what it's like.
Like outside the Chinese theater or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Except it was at Universal Studios. So anyways, we drive up there, and after walking around for a long time, we're asking all these people, hey, where's the red carpet at? And they're kind of like, I think it's down that way. And talking to all these security guards, it seemed like no one knew what we were talking about. And then we realized that we were like 3 hours late because the time difference. They would show the Eastern time. Like there's all these posters all over town saying that the music awards at 7. But then they also had like the Eastern time and the Pacific time, and we just got it mixed up.
This part does seem
that sounds like me.
That's in character. You were late today.
Getting the time mixed up.
We were in the same time zone.
You're right. Yeah. So, anyways, their security guards just kept sending us like to the next person. Well, then we got a security guard that seemed just like something, I don't know, was maybe a little off, or I don't know if he was like, his mind was somewhere else. He didn't seem to care. I don't know what it was, but we sensed some weakness is the way I would say it. And so we're just like, well, and we weren't lying, but we're like, that security guard told us to come and talk to you. And like, we're like, and so he kind of was like, yeah, just go in there. And so he pointed at this like door. And so we were just like, okay. So we walk through this door, and we walk through, and we're immediately inside a catering tent, and there's all these people running around in like white shirts and black pants and getting food stuff. Or we're like, what are we doing? So we keep going through there, and then we walk into this kind of open, kind of grassy area, and there's just all these people ripping up all this carpet, and so they're clearly like tearing down the red carpet area, that's when it dawned on us that we were late. But they were saying, we're like, oh, we missed it. And we realized that the award show was going on. We were right on the edge of the arena. We're kind of like on this back area of the arena. But then we realized they were tearing up all this carpet, but they were also setting something else up. They were setting up all these like cabanas and stuff, and like all these little bistro tables. And we're like, what's going on? So we're just going to hang out here and see what's going on. Then I see Robert Pattinson standing over there. So we were in this area where they're setting up these cabanas, and I start to realize that there's people coming out of the arena.
Ooh.
And they're trying to get where we are, and they're getting denied.
Oh.
And so that's where we're like, okay, we're on to something.
We're somewhere.
I don't know what's going on.
We're somewhere where Robert
And then we
Pattinson
saw this
too.
little area, like a smoking area. That's where we saw Robert Pattinson. And then we're just like trying to be cool. There's all these people in headsets running around doing all kinds of stuff. We're just like hanging out. It was me, my sister, and my wife. And then we see Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel and like his whole what's the other one? That whole crew. Seth Rogen. What's the other guy? Jonah Hill. Those guys walking around. T.I. JC Chavez.
How did you know it was? How did you know it was?
I know who T.I. is.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I would recognize T.I.
Oh yeah, T.I.
Okay.
I mean, this was several. This was 15 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
So he was maybe a little bigger back then, but so we're just hanging out, thinking like, this is crazy. What's going on? And right, like you could see everything was getting staged, and everything was like looking awesome, and it looked like they were about to like open the doors or whatever. I don't know, like to the area. And all of a sudden, this lady on a headset runs over to us, and she goes, she said, can I see your tickets? And I heard her ask my sister that, and I'm just like trying to play it cool, like, you know, she's coming to me, and I'm debating, should I lie or should I? What should I do? And so, staying in character, I decided to tell the truth.
Yes.
And she goes, "Can I see your tickets?" And I said, "Oh, we don't have tickets." And she goes, "You don't have tickets?" I'm like, "No." And she goes, "Okay, I need you to exit right out this door right here." And so she points at this door that was right next to the arena right here. There were these glass doors at the back end of this arena. There's this door here.
Okay.
We walk over to exit. Right as we're walking towards that exit, all of a sudden, all of those glass doors open up, and all of these people start pouring out of those glass doors and pouring into the area that we're in. So we walked into that crowd and then just turned and walked right into the party with everybody else.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
And that lady didn't notice?
No, there was like, it's like 100 people just pouring in. It was like just a big group of people.
Were you dressed appropriately?
I mean, not really, but it was like an outdoor party. So everyone wasn't like super dressed up. I was like in a jeans and a t-shirt.
So what did you do?
Okay. So then we go into this party area, and we're just like hanging out. Like there's just all these people around, and we're trying to figure out what the heck this is. Like still not sure what it is.
You're somewhere.
But we're somewhere.
You're in a thing.
And then like the weirdest part of the night was we're all standing there just kind of hanging out, and all of a sudden this like huge hush comes over the crowd. We're like, what's going on? We start looking around, and all of a sudden the crowd starts to part like the Red Sea, and Paris Hilton is walking with like a camera crew shooting her like
her
whatever her
old
show was, like reality show, and everybody's just like getting out of her way, and everyone, like this hush came over the crowd. It was very, very weird. She's just kind of like slowly walking through. And then she went into a cabana and never came out. Just stayed back in there the whole time. It just, so the whole time I was like, what is this? I started to realize, I think this is like a ticketed event for people to come to the after party. I saw Rainn Wilson. I saw just a bunch of people. Never talked to any of them.
Yeah.
Which also is very in character with.
That's also in character. Yeah.
Kind of didn't. I was like, I don't want to.
I just asked you, had you met any?
I'm sorry.
That's
and
a
we
good
went on
point.
this huge.
Yeah, no,
that's
it's
true. I never did actually meet any of them. So I would say the biggest celebrity that I've actually met would have to probably be Michael Bublé.
Oh,
but
wow.
we've already talked about that on another. Had an interaction with, online, but then met him in person. That was fun.
Yeah. It was a good one.
We sang together. I've sang with Michael Bublé.
Duet.
We did a duet together.
Yeah. If you haven't heard that story, go back and listen to it on the Duet with Bublé episode.
Duet with Bublé.
I was thinking earlier about every celebrity that I've encountered that I was too scared to say hi to.
Really? That you had an opportunity to say hi to?
I had an opportunity to say hello to.
Okay.
But I was too chicken.
Yeah.
Of course, Jenny Lewis from Rilo Kiley, and the other one I mentioned, John Mulaney, Adam Sandler.
Really?
Yep. Saw Adam Sandler in a Shake Shack that I was eating at. I love Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it.
Didn't say hi.
Nope, didn't.
He's like one of like the guys that seems like he'd be really cool too. Like,
yeah, but I could tell.
Or was he kind of frustrated?
No. He seemed very cool. In fact, this kid came up to him though, like a preteen-age kid, and said, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" And the guy's mom was taking the picture, and she was like taking like so many pictures, and he was like, "Did you get it?" And she got it, I guess, and then like
he's trying to eat.
He was trying to eat with his
yeah.
family.
Oh yeah.
And like, so he ended up like grabbing his stuff and leaving after that. And the boy looked at his phone and he goes, "Mom, they're all blurry." Oh my gosh, she messed it up. Yeah,
Mom.
Yeah, it was so sad. But I saw him again like an hour later in the same like parking lot, just sitting in his van while his family was like shopping around.
Oh man.
So that was sad. So
wow.
Yeah, so I didn't say anything to Adam Sandler.
That's the time you should have approached him.
Yeah, then you go knock on the window. Hey man.
Yeah, oh my god.
I noticed that you weren't with your family. I'm sorry, man.
Being a celebrity doesn't
Isn't
seem
all
so cool
yeah,
now,
it's not
does
what it's cracked up to be.
I'm just gonna go hang out with my fam.
That's
John
terrible.
Voight.
John Voight. Wow.
Yeah, I was coming down an escalator one time in LA, and he was like, there was like 3 escalators, like go 1 down and then 2 down and 3 down. And when I went down the first one, he was kind of at the area where you could stand.
Yeah.
And he was like walking through a speech or something.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. And then when I just like
it's memorizing his lines.
just memorizing the lines or something like that. Yeah. I guess that's it. I guess I just named 2.
So
I'm sorry. Billy Idol.
So let me just get this straight. Hold on. So all your life you've been carrying this heavy burden that I don't have the guts to talk to celebrities like John Voight. That's what's keeping you up at night. Gah! John Voight was right there. He was right there. And I didn't have the guts to make a connection. That's amazing.
Yeah. But
that's
hey,
awesome.
It's all healed.
It's all healed now. You're a new man.
I'm a
So
new
next
man.
Thank
time
you,
you
Jason
see
Mraz.
A celebrity.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Are
do?
you gonna talk to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Just
it.
no matter what,
Yeah.
you're gonna go out of your way.
As long as I don't feel like, I don't know,
You're
something.
gonna be a nuisance.
Yeah, you're imposing.
Yeah,
or something.
like it's really weird or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the person. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna say, because I did it. I know I can do it.
You know you can
and
do
it
it. You've
turned out
got it
great.
in you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All
yeah,
right.
I always chicken out in this. I'm sorry, I don't have another story.
No,
I
but you
shared all
would-
my.
Hey,
I
I
mean-
gotta meet Gaten Matazzaro.
Oh, yeah.
from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Flying from Atlanta to New York.
And you like went up to him and
I was sitting right behind him on the plane.
okay,
He was in first class.
and you were
I was
you're
in coach, the seat right behind him.
Little curtain.
And as we're getting off, standing up to deboard, I was like, "Hey, are you from Stranger Things?" And he said, "No."
Really?
He said, "No." I go, "Oh, okay." And his mom says, "Yes, he is."
Oh my
And
gosh.
so I was like, "Oh, hey, I love Stranger Things."
this
did-
was like after the first
this
season.
was like after the first season.
Yeah.
And so then that was it. But then at baggage at baggage claim, I talked to him for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, you sent me a
So
picture.
nice. Yeah.
That's awesome.
What kind of stuff did you
What did
ask
you guys?
him?
Yeah, what'd you?
I asked him about filming and if it was creepy on set with all the stuff they were doing and what he did for school.
Yeah.
Like I would do school in like 20 hours, like caught me up on a whole semester.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's how I would have liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's cool.
he was like 14 at the time.
That's crazy. That's awesome. All right.
And a great story to share while people are looking at you two.
Do what?
If you're
Oh, yeah.
watching the video,
Just listening.
just hearing a voice.
Oh,
Just listening.
Oh yeah, none of these
We're
cameras
not
are on
seeing
you.
Gary.
Dude, that's gonna be a big reveal.
Ooh,
one day.
Oh, we should have people send in drawings, just artist renderings of what you think Gary looks like.
Yeah, that's
that
good.
would be fun.
Yeah. All right, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. That was the
We just
20-minute
recorded the
intro.
podcast.
That was like the whole podcast.
Bonus episode.
Celebrity sightings, bonus
That
episode.
was just supposed to be the little intro about
Sorry, I went into my whole MTV thing.
No, it's okay. I remembered that you were going to share that.
Well, what was the story about? Was that the same time you saw Jennifer Garner?
No, I never saw Jennifer.
I saw
Garner.
Jennifer Gardner.
I swore
I've
you
never
saw
seen
some
Jim. Mm-mm.
celebrity woman, and you were telling me how strikingly beautiful.
Oh,
you
that
were.
was
That was me.
That was Paris Hilton. I left
Oh.
that part out of that, but She was strikingly beautiful.
Oh,
Okay.
you're getting 2 stories mixed up. That's right. I forgot. I saw Jennifer Garner in LA. Ironically, a lot of celebrities in Los Angeles.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh, I know another one I didn't say hi to that I really wanted to. John Schneider.
Oh, dude.
From Dukes of Hazzard.
And
Smallville.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you know he was on Fire by Night?
No.
You're talking about blonde-headed guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Schneider was on Fire by Night. Blaine interviewed him.
Oh.
Way back there.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Him. Oh, the kid. Now we're just getting into like lower celebrities. Like the guy who played Quicksilver on X-Men. Saw him one time. But even that guy, that's the thing. Like that guy's not famous. Like he's since been on WandaVision, but like what he would love it if I went up to him and said, "Hey, I saw you in X-Men. I thought you were great."
You're great. Yeah, totally.
Such a jerk.
Well, I mean, and I guess I saw Jack Black and Lucy Liu and Dustin Hoffman, but it was like at a premiere thing, so it's like I couldn't just be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Jack, what's going on, man?
You know, I will say on the flip side of it, very, very small taste of it, but I went to see Seinfeld the other night.
Oh, yeah.
And in Tulsa. Afterwards, I'm hanging out in the parking lot, and someone comes up to me and he goes, "Excuse me, I'm from the Make-A-Wish Foundation." And then they started laughing because I have a joke about the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah,
and apparently they were at a show and saw it.
That's amazing.
I was so confused.
Yeah.
Because no one has ever come up to me like that before.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
What are you talking about?
I was just like, he goes, "From your joke." I was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. You were at the show. Sorry. Not used to that." So maybe that's what I'm afraid is going to happen to me.
Yeah.
Is that the person's going to be like,
you're just going to confuse them.
Like Adam Sandler's going to be like, "What?
Wait, you know me?
From what?
From what?"
Yeah. So,
well, it is like, I mean, I've had a few people come up to me, and it is always that like you're trying to figure out how they know you, or like, because you don't want to sound like a total tool if they just know you like as a family friend or something, and then you act like they know you from like your stuff on social media or whatever.
Yeah, because you had somebody come up to you at
Silver Dollar City.
Yeah.
This lady came up, she was very kind. It was great. We took a picture and all that. It was wonderful.
Oh, and at that other thing, the other thing where somebody recognized you for the funeral.
Oh my gosh! Have we told this story on here before?
So.
It's so sad. My cousin died.
That is sad. It
was very sad.
What was her name?
Her name was Lindsay.
Yeah.
Her name is Lindsay. Wonderful person. And so I had the honor of speaking, just sharing a few memories at her funeral. And it's a small town in North Dakota. I'm from North Dakota. And there was a lady at the funeral who had no idea that Lindsay was my cousin, but she followed Steven Stevens and loved Steven Stevens. And so I take the stage to share at my cousin's wedding. And,
oh my word.
And she's like, "What is Steven doing at Lindsay's wedding?" Which is incredible. And so thankfully we were able to text back and forth later on, get connected and talk about it. It was funny. So, but I was like, "I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't ruin the funeral for you."
I can't imagine Steven doing a funeral.
Yeah. And then people around Tulsa, it's been happening a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Seeing people, and I don't know, it just depends. Sometimes it kind of weirds me out, but I like it. Like, I guess what I don't like is when people just yell a line out that you're like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh yeah.
But
what would they yell?
Oh,
it's like blushings.
Yeah, sometimes, which it's not. I'm not like complaining. It's not a big deal. Sometimes it's confusing because I literally don't know what they're talking about. Not blessing so much, but like, I don't know, some obscure line from something I did or a commercial I was in or something, and it's like,
oh yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think I would like it if somebody yelled out like Batman, like as like a punchline from one of my jokes or whatever. Yeah, but I think I've heard like celebrities will say like or like Kramer or whatever, like Michael Richards, like being Kramer, like people just yell yell things out like I don't know.
Yeah, just whatever they're familiar with.
Right.
Which is like it's fine. I love actually talking to people. I like interacting with people that like what I do, so it's not ever like offensive to me.
So I think the moral of the story is I think we feel like if you see a celebrity
I think
that you like,
they
probably wouldn't mind it if you walked up to him and said, "Hey, I just wanted to say I'm a big fan." That's it.
I think that's a good I think we've changed the world today. I think we've helped some people.
Oh, hey, I know a good question that can be part of this. What celebrity would you like to meet?
Oh gosh. Hello. John Mulaney. It's not even a lie. It's so true. I would love to meet John Mulaney.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Why was that so funny?
Because I had an opportunity.
Oh.
Yeah, normally you're saying something
Did you just tell that story?
Yes.
Yeah, earlier.
Missed that one.
So many.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
John Mulaney and John Voight would be
John Mulaney and John
your
Voight.
two big ones.
I saw John Voight in something, and I remember thinking, I love that movie. What is John Voight in?
He's been in a ton of stuff.
No, I know.
He's like a legend.
No, I know. He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's not as popular today.
Right, yeah. But in
I
his day, he was a big deal.
Yeah, he's still awesome. Oh, I've also I met Nate Bargatze. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, I just remembered someone we didn't meet that we had the opportunity to was Liev Schreiber.
Oh yeah. He was awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He was right there. We could have said hi.
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't know this. If you follow me, then you've heard this story many times, but I opened for Mike Birbiglia. Mm-hmm. That's how my stand-up career started. But it just so happened that the three of us had already bought tickets to go to New York and see Mike Birbiglia 2 days after I was performing. Yeah. And so because of that, we got to
Mike graciously invited us back.
Yeah, Mike invited us back, put our name on the list. It was awesome.
It was great. It was very nice.
And when we went back to just say hi to him,
Liev Schreiber was there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and another person I thought of that I is only going to be a celebrity to some people, but I had an opportunity to meet Pete Docter. Oh. And I did not say hi to him. Pete Docter runs Pixar now, and he directed Up, which is one of my favorite movies. No, I went to Pixar, and he was there, and I didn't go up and say hi to him.
Was he working? Because maybe
it was lunchtime.
Maybe he made the right move on
He was just walking around. It was lunchtime.
He looked very stressed.
And I was with someone who it would have been totally fine to say. Yeah. I was with a friend of his. Yeah, that's how.
He could have just ruined your career though. If he wasn't feeling good, he'd do something like that.
Yeah. What?
Blacklist Adam Bush.
Let me put this on my to-dos. Destroy Adam Bush's budding career.
Adam will never.
He will
Adam
never,
will never be a storyteller in this country. Yeah. No, you saw the guy from There Will Be Blood. Remember we were walking to go get a slice of pizza, and you're like, "Hey, I think that was
Paul Dano."
Oh, Paul Dano. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was Paul Dano.
Yeah. Now we're just talking about people who we think we saw.
I love it. It's everybody's conversation about celebrities. No, it was. I'm pretty sure. No, dude, it was Garth Brooks driving in a truck going. I'm almost positive he was going the opposite direction. It's Garth Brooks. Met him.
I don't know if this story will make it at all, but this is like the weirdest, kind of sighting sort of story.
Yeah.
We live in Tulsa. There is a cafe just right down the street from my house. And I walk in one day and I'm gonna order a sandwich, and they had a picture on a photograph taped to the front of the cash register that says, "Do you know this man?" And I knew the guy.
Really?
Yeah. And I go, "Hey, that's Eric. I know that guy." And they go, "You do?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know him well, but I know him. He was really good friends with my roommate." And I was like, "Yeah, the guy comes over to my house sometimes." And they go, "He left a big box of family photos here accidentally, and we haven't been able to figure out how to get them back to him.
That's crazy.
And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll text him.
No.
Yeah, and I reconnected. Isn't that weird?
I've never once seen a picture with the words, have you seen this person? And been like, oh my gosh, I know that person. Like, that's never happened.
I think I know that person.
I don't even think I've ever thought that before.
Yeah, it was funny.
That's amazing.
I was with our friend, and he was just like, "This is crazy to experience right here." I was like, "Well, it's really weird to walk up and somebody say, 'Do you know this man?'"
Yeah,
or
right.
A sign that says, "Do you know this man?" And you do.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's weird. They were trying to help him.
Yeah, exactly.
Steal something, or he punched one of the waiters.
No, exactly.
I thought it was going to be some negative thing. That's funny.
Yeah. So Eric, if you're listening, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Those family photos.
You're welcome. All right, time for comment of the week.
Comment of the week.
Comment of the week.
Okay.
You got this one.
So I got this comment and I responded to it. And
wait, well, you too good to respond to other comments?
No. Somebody's
getting a little too big for his britches.
No, not at all. The first thought was that anytime there's been anything negative, I usually just don't say anything about it. And this person said, I know this is a joke. No, she said, good thing this is a joke. That's what she said. Good thing this is a joke because you are not attractive at all.
Good night. Come on now. Jeez. People.
No. So, but here's the thing. I was just like, oh my gosh, that's like, why would you say that? That's so out of your way to be mean. And I responded, thank you, ?
Yeah.
And because like, why would you say that? And then like, I think like 2 or 3 other people got on there like, why would you say that's so mean? And like getting onto this lady. And then the thought hit me. And also like having other people like chime in against this person after I said something also kind of was like, oh, I got to be very careful about what I respond to. I don't want to like create some mob to attack somebody. But I thought, oh, maybe she just was trying to say this is really funny. And like, that's like, you're doing a really good job at being like unattractive.
You think that her saying, good thing because you're not very attractive is her way of saying you're funny?
Here's the thing. It gets weird with my channel because I play several different characters. And so when someone says you, I don't like, are they talking to Chris or are they talking to Steven? Are they like, who are they talking to? And so that's where I thought, oh, maybe she just, when she's saying you, maybe she, in her mind, she's talking like to the character. Did she respond
to you saying thank you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right.
So she was being mean.
I mean, I don't know. I try to believe the best about people.
Sometimes I think you got to go with facts. This one. Jeez,
I mean, grammatically, the way that it was written, it was like you're attacking me.
Yeah.
And that's how the other ladies took it. But
well, it's the only way we can take it then.
How in the world? Why in the world would this lady think she thinks, I wonder if this is a joke. I hope it's a joke.
Yeah. I think
this dude is ugly.
Good thing it's a joke.
Good thing it's a joke. Good. Okay.
Something like that.
Good thing this is a joke because that dude is ugly.
Yeah.
And you know what? I need to tell him. That's what happened.
What if you could only comment with the video? Like, you can't type it. You have to let people see your face.
You're going to get no comments.
Oh, yeah.
No comments are happening at that point. No.
Yeah, so that was a good one that I got recently. That was kind of fun.
Whatever, lady. Whatever your name is.
That's fine.
Yeah. I think that's the end of the podcast episode. But I think we should talk about the fact that you started selling merch.
Oh, that's right.
We haven't talked about that at all.
We haven't talked about it. That's right. Merch is now available.
Swag drop.
Swag drop.
Well,
Chris Munch.
That means stuff we all get. So.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, if you pay for it, you
if
get
I
it.
get, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You can buy swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, chrismunchcomedy.com.
Yep.
We've got some products out there.
Pillows,
Pillows,
shirts.
sweatshirts, t-shirts,
cups.
No cups.
That's not true. I saw a cup.
Mug?
Oh, mugs. I'm sorry. Yeah. When
So-
you said cup, I have children, so I was thinking like a little kid.
Why is this not?
or a tumbler or
Is
something?
our relationship not close enough
I'm
that
sorry.
this? No.
No, I see it now. I see where you're going. I see it now.
If-
Yeah,
'cause
mugs.
if I
There's a
had this-
puzzle.
Oh, hello.
That's a picture.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And
Perfect for Christmas.
Perfect for Christmas. Yeah. When is this gonna air? Will it be in time? Because
This one will be before Christmas.
Yeah.
This will be the last one before our Christmas episode.
okay. Well, it might be too late to order at this point. Just to get it by Christmas.
Perfect for New Year's.
So perfect for New Year's. But I am working on some digital download products. I will
NFTs?
still be doing Christmas cameos.
Oh, yes.
So if
There
you
you go.
wanted like a last second Christmas gift, like I can turn those around in just a couple days or whatever. So
Oh, that's yeah.
that'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Last minute Christmas gift is perfect.
Free shipping.
Yeah, there's no
Those
shipping
cameos.
involved.
Yeah.
Just
That's great.
it'd be great.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast. If you like what you are watching or listening, then, subscribe, like it. And the best thing you can do is leave us a review or share it with one of your friends. Also, if you want to reach out with a comment, we welcome it. We have an email address now, riskitpod@gmail.com. riskitpod@gmail.com. Let us know where you're watching or listening from. All right. Love you. See you later.